Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. My name is Michelle and I'm an intuitive astrologer. I combine my knowledge of astrology with my intuition, and this will be reflected in this video. So today let's talk about the upcoming new moon in the sign of Cancer, which will happen on the 5th of July at 14 degrees and 23 minutes. So check if you have any planets around 14 degrees in Cancer, then you will be highly impacted. However, I will, of course, also explain each and every single sign. I always recommend you to watch your sun sign and your rising sign, but you can also watch your moon sign, okay? But those two I would start with. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you find my email in the description box below. My website is still under construction, so very soon I will be working with a booking system, and hopefully that will be more easy for you to connect with me and to book a reading. So be patient with me. Everything is running. I'm working on a lot of things, so let's hope that very soon everything is aligned. And anyways, let's talk about this new moon in the sign of Cancer. Cancer rules the 4th house, okay? And the 4th house is your roots, okay? This is how you find your stability in life, right? This is your house, this is your family. And this is also how you are rooted in your own life, right? And that's why the 4th house is in opposition with the 10th house, because how you are feeling on the inside is how you are reflecting things on the outside, right? So if the 4th house is in alignment and strong, you have a more powerful presence on the outside. Or sometimes if something is lacking on the inside, right, and you didn't fully integrate these energies of Cancer or 4th house energies, then you're looking for something on the outside to fill up the inside, okay? And very often we find this when we have Saturn in the 4th house or Saturn in the 10th house. There was something lacking within your childhood that you are looking for on the outside, right? So that's why we often see underachievers and overachievers with people who had a pretty traumatic childhood, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, because we all have our lessons, we all have stuff to learn. And once we get the hang of what we're here to learn, we can actually attract the good stuff to us quicker, right? And that's where the intuitive part comes. That's why I am an astrologer focused on spiritual growth. Okay, so I'm not just gonna calculate where are your planets and where are they aspected, which is super interesting, and there are amazing astrologers who are gonna do that with you. But on this channel, I'm mainly focused on spiritual growth, okay? But of course, according to the planets. Because everyone has their own direction, their own, their own blueprint. And this is how, if you work with your planets, you know how to best combine them to get to the highest purpose for you. But anyways, I'm brabbling too much. 4th house, okay? Cancer is also feminine energy. So we do have a lot of feminine energy. We have this new moon, and it's also in a conjunction with Venus, right? And Venus is all about beauty, right? So you're gonna get some questions on how are you feeling about yourself? Do you think you're handsome? Do you think you're beautiful? Also, men have a feminine side. It's your intuitive side. So this is also a time where you can connect with your intuition, and you can really dive deep within yourself to see what are your next steps. Because don't forget, Cancer is a cardinal sign. So this is a leading sign, okay? There is the masculine, which is Capricorn, and then there's the feminine, right? And the feminine is also a leading sign. That's why you have the parents. And Cancer and Capricorn are representing the parents. Okay, later on, we're going to have another full moon in Capricorn. So there is a lot of focus on family, the parents, and maybe you want to reconnect with them again, right? Because we have this new moon and Venus in a trine with Saturn. And Saturn is about commitment. It could also mean karma, but with a trine, there could be some type of acceptance, okay? I'm accepting the situation as it is. I'm accepting these karmic cycles. I'm accepting that. And sometimes when you accept something, you can break the karmic cycle by understanding that maybe there's nothing you can do to change someone else. The only person you can actually focus on is you and change it internally. Then you can see if things change on the outside according how you changed on the inside, right? That's why a lot of people keep attracting similar people, because something on the inside hasn't changed yet, okay? And this is a beautiful new moon to go inward and to see, where are my blocks? Where can I break these karmic cycles within the family, right? Some patterns are going from generation onto generation. And when each time someone in the family is not ready to face these lessons, and we're seeing that without judgment, or trying, right, to not judge, that some people are not ready to face that, sometimes it goes on to you. And with Venus and the commitment of Saturn, you have massive potential right now to break these karmic cycles, and also to be in fully acceptance of your female line, your feminine line in the family, okay? And integrate that within you. Then Venus is also in a sextile with Uranus, okay? So this is about you could be feeling very creative. Like I said, there could be instant ideas or something you would like to create, like something artistic, a brilliant idea that's going to harmonize, for example, the home, because Cancer also is about your house, your home situation, and anything that is out of balance, you're gonna bring it back in balance. So maybe you're cleansing your house, right, with incense, or you're literally cleaning up the house. You're gonna throw away some things. You want to feel completely at home where you are at. So whatever you need to do to feel fully at home in your own home, this is right now what is going to come up. Then we have Neptune in a trine with Venus and Mercury. Okay, let me see, because they're not very tight trines with Neptune, but they enhance again your creativity. So write down your ideas around this time. If you don't have the time to act on them now, you can write them down for later and come back to that later. But there's a lot of intuitive insights that could be very helpful. Then we have Pluto in an opposition with Mercury, okay? So there could be some manipulation, right? And this is the shadow side of Pluto, is manipulation. It's, not being completely honest. You could deal with someone that maybe is making things more beautiful than they actually are. And it could be you who's doing that, okay? But in the highest form, Pluto is dedicated, and you can study hard, you can commit to something, you can read your book, finish something that you're working on, especially mercurial related subjects like studying, reading, writing, things like that. You're finishing your project at work. So put in this power and channel it the right way, right? Because we also have Pluto in a sextile with Neptune and in a trine with Uranus. So there's a lot of creativity and a lot of power that can help you finish these creative projects, okay? At the same time, Chiron is in a square with Neptune, with Venus, So some old wounds or pains are going to come up. Am I creative enough? Am I deserving of love? Do I deserve all these things? And they could be related to these patterns that are going to come up regarding your family, regarding your home situation. So anything that's coming up that is a little uncomfortable, that you can feel a bit of pain in the heart space, this is actually brilliant because it's gonna show you where you need some healing, okay? The North Node in Aries is in a square with this new moon. So again, Aries is the sign that gives you direction. It's the leading sign. So what is preventing you from family, the home situation? What is preventing you? Or maybe you're trying to do too much, right? Because Cancer is a feminine side. Feminine, letting things flow. Trying too hard is not going to always give you what you want. You also have to learn how to receive. So if you're a giver, you're going to figure out during this new moon that maybe it's time to receive, it's time to meditate, it's time to integrate your feminine energy. No matter if you're female or male, right? Some women are more in their masculine as some men are more in their feminine. That has nothing to do with anything else, okay? So all of us, we need to align these two energies. And according to your character, you can decide what is more or less, right? You have to stick to your own personality. So yeah, let's start with all the signs. I'm gonna put up first. Whoops. Okay. I'm going to put first. Let's go. Aries. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, for you we have Cancer in the 4th house. And it's making a beautiful trine with Saturn in the 12th house. So very, very important around the 5th is your family, is your home situation. And it has to do with your subconscious patterns, okay? Because Saturn in the 12th house is your subconscious patterns that you're breaking right now. So if there's a conversation you need to have with your family, if there's anything that's bothering you around this time, or you suddenly get angry but you don't know why, this is the time to dive deeper into that and to really talk to your family, okay? It's good to have or to harmonize your home at this time, clean up the house, meditate, take a bath, take a shower. We have a lot of water energy. This is about nurturing yourself, okay? Doubts. Like some of you have doubts, okay? So where are these doubts coming from? Is that a doubt, or are these doubts that are coming from the family line maybe? Who do you need to forgive? And in some cases, it's not even someone else. Sometimes it is you who you need to forgive. It is you. Why can't I say you? You. I mean, it sounds more fancy for sure. Maybe it's pride. Maybe you feel that it's weakness. Vulnerability is weakness, right? And actually, being vulnerable is very strong. Admitting how you're really feeling is not an easy task to do. It's actually easier to avoid your feelings and to walk away from them. So I had once someone telling me that I'm too sensitive. And I was like, is that a bad thing? Right? Is that a bad thing that I'm not afraid to show how I'm truly feeling? As I spent my childhood avoiding all kinds of feelings, avoiding any type of feeling. Surrender. It's about water, right? Cancer is water. It's about surrendering to your next chapter, okay? Maybe you're in a new home, and surrender and the ideas on how to decorate are gonna come to you, okay? So that's my message for you, my lovely Aries. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Let's move on to Taurus. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have this new moon in Cancer in your 3rd house, okay? And there is a lot of healing in the communication with your friendships. You have Saturn in the 11th house right now. So you are filtering your friendships, but also the groups that you're in. Maybe the groups you used to feel comfortable with, you don't feel so comfortable with any longer, okay? So it's time for you to now heal these friendships. You can actually speak to them, but you can also do that at home. And maybe you're gonna go on a short trip, right? 3rd house is a trip. So maybe a trip to the water, maybe you're gonna swim in the sea or in a lake. And this is gonna cleanse you from whatever has happened to you before, because some of you have been extremely busy and you are gonna be in a bit of a restless energy, okay? Because you have Mars in your sign in the 1st house, and then you have Uranus in your sign, okay? So you're gonna feel a bit restless in July, but the key for you is to communicate. This is also a wonderful time to communicate with your siblings, to find healing in spending time with them, or maybe you're even going on a trip with your siblings, okay? Money is good for you, Taurus. Money is good for you, especially Taurus rising. You have Jupiter in the 2nd house, enhancing your money. Look at that. You're gonna have more empathy for certain situations. You're gonna understand where people are coming from. And the beautiful thing is that sometimes in life, the universe will show you the side of someone else. So if you, for example, just judged someone before for the choices they've made, sometimes they are presenting a similar situation to you for you to understand where someone else is coming from. This is how empathy is created, right? Like, if your life has been so easy without struggles, it's more difficult to have empathy for other people, because why bother so much? Why, why so dramatic? But also I've seen the other extreme. If you've been through a lot of trauma, you can't handle other people's traumas and you're going to be triggered by it. Okay? And these are healing points that might be coming up. Then we have discipline. Well, Saturn is discipline, right? So maybe if you want to do something on a higher scale when it comes to your company or when it comes to your work, some discipline is required from your side. So you're gonna push through some things, and maybe you're going to figure these things out by spending some time by the sea or spending some time by water, or just take a bath at home. But you're gonna revise things. You're gonna maybe read something very inspirational that's going to help you take the next steps. So that's my message for you, my lovely Taurus. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I definitely hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Let's move on to the next sign of Gemini. So Gemini, for you, we have this new moon in the 2nd house of this is all about materials. This is about money, about self-worth. It's ruled by Taurus, so it's in its own house when it comes to Venus. Venus loves to be in the 2nd house, so there could be some money opportunities coming in for you. You're going to manage your money and you're going to be feeling very good about it. Okay, because this new moon is also in a trine, and Venus in a trine with Saturn, which is in your 10th house. And 10th house is all about work. This is your career. So you're going to manage your money and see how much you're earning, how much you're spending, and how are you going to organize your money. Because Gemini, you are in a new cycle, right? Jupiter just came into your sign. So there's this new journey that you're starting, and maybe in this new journey you're going to have to revise how you're going to manage your money. This could be through a new job. You may want to start a new company, okay? And at the same time, you might feel a little bit struggles with your friendships, okay? Maybe you would have liked to have more support from your friends and they didn't support you in the ways that you would like to. But you know, the more valuable you are feeling right now, Gemini, the more money and opportunities are coming your way, okay? Your manifestation are amplified. And Cancer is the water sign, so it's doing really well with manifestations, with meditation, intuition. So if you want to manifest money, this is a really good time to do that, okay? Write down a ticket, how much money you would like to attract, and who knows, that's gonna come your way, Gemini, okay? Judgment. So let go of judgment right now, because maybe, you know, it feels like in some way some people are letting you down, okay? This could be your friends, this could be your colleagues, and a lot of things are like kind of fell onto you. So do not judge these people and focus on what you can do to heal yourself in this situation, because abundance is coming your way. And definitely with Saturn in the 10th house, hard work is rewarded, okay? And Jupiter's gonna send you in a new direction, and this new moon can enhance your money or will bring in new opportunities to make money, okay? Look at that, discipline. So discipline is required, but with that discipline, you're gonna do so well. You're gonna come closer to your purpose, because when Jupiter is in the first house, you're starting a new cycle. You're gonna be guided into a new direction. So it's a really exciting time for you, okay? Just be honest with yourself. What is it you truly want, Gemini? Because sometimes it looks like I want to earn this amount of money, so I should do this job to get that money. But sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes you have to do something you love, and it's easier to manifest money, right? Like when Jupiter went over my ascendant, I became self-employed, and that was also during my Saturn return. And it's been 4.5 years now, okay? Even though people were telling me not to do it, not to go for it, but you know what? Sometimes a little risk is necessary, but you have to do your money management, and you're gonna have to have a little bit of risk in it, and you're going to land on your feet around this time. So that's my message for you, my amazing Geminis. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to Cancer. So first of all, happy birthday to my lovely, lovely Cancers. I hope you have an amazing day where you're gonna manifest all the dreams, all the beautiful alignments for you. You have Venus in the first house together with this new moon. So you are very, very, very magnetic around this time, okay? You will draw in a lot of people that are gonna be curious about you. Maybe they're gonna message you like, hey Cancer, how you're doing? This could also be because it's around your birthday for some of you. But even if you're Cancer rising, you're just gonna have this kind of like magnetic feel about you, and you might be drawing in just new people in your life. This could also be romance. You might want to spend time with your family, but actually this time is up to you to choose how you want to spend it. What is important to you? Like, who are important to you? Okay, now it's time to really figure out with who you want to hang out. We also have Mercury in opposition with Pluto in the second house. So be aware with signing contracts, Cancer, because some things need a little twist, right? With Pluto, there's a bit of manipulation. There could be some, I wouldn't say a scam. That's like the worst case. It just need a double check if you're signing a contract, okay? So let someone check it, have a second opinion, and you're gonna be absolutely fine. Your spiritual journey is increasing. With Saturn in the 9th house, you're going to be a bit skeptical about religion or having faith, but at the same time, you want to have proof of this little bit of pessimistic side, okay? Because you are a very intuitive sign, and you know that a lot of things that you've thought or your intuition told you did happen. Imagination, okay? There is a bit of imagination necessary sometimes to believe in something higher than yourself. And you're going to have this huge exploration, and maybe you're going to read a lot of books to read about spirituality. Yeah, you're gonna wash away those doubts, right? Sometimes it's not easy because you're getting so many influences from the outside and people telling you what's right and what's wrong, but that's different for everyone. For example, you know, I got a message from, you know, you have to join this religion because what you're doing is evil, it's bad. And for me, it has brought me the biggest love ever. I feel in complete acceptance with the light. I'm in no way working with dark spirits or entities. But, you know, there's a lot of fear and people want to convince others to join because they're in fear. They are afraid. They're afraid that they don't believe hard enough, if they're not perfect enough, if they're not doing all these things, these pressures, that, you know, something bad is going to happen. But actually, God, the universe is everywhere. It's in us, it's around us, and it doesn't matter what you believe, because as long as it's in the light and it's with the right intention, it doesn't matter what you do, right? Ultimately, we are the divine, and if you can feel the energies right now, it's just, you know, you can always ask for help, and no matter what you believe in, keep it to yourself. Like, don't try to convince everyone what's better. Like, same with me, if people don't resonate with my channel, but you know, you have to stay strong, even though you get backlashes or people that saying that it's wrong and it's not right. But I've seen so much growth from people that used astrology as a tool, and they really broke their patterns, and they did get the love they wanted and the job they wanted. So it's just a mystery of the universe, and we like a little mystery, don't we? Anyways, I'm talking a lot of stuff, Cancer, but yeah, success. So you're gonna succeed. And especially I'm talking about this spiritual journey because you are maybe gonna doubt a little bit about what is suiting for you. And you decide what resonates with you, who resonates with you, right? And you're gonna choose the journey that's right for you, even if it's is it astrology, spirituality, is it, as long as you're in the light, right? In every religion, in every belief system, there is good, and there is the light, and there's the darkness. And it doesn't matter which religion you follow, because ultimately everything is energies, and you can work with the light, with the angels, with your guides, and you will get beautiful messages for that, right? So anyways, I'm wishing you all the best, Cancer. Happy birthday. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You are kind of preparing for your season, isn't it? This new moon in Cancer gives you some time to rest. Because yes, you have Jupiter in the 11th house. So you're going to feel like you want to be outgoing, you want to meet people. But this new moon is also telling you, Leo, take it slow, take it easy, don't go too hard on yourself, you know, because it's like work is there, there's just a lot of changes for you, and you also need to rest, okay? You also need to slow down, because you're gonna be still so busy outgoing, like your luck is on the outside at the moment, but you need to rest a little bit, okay? If you're gonna get married, or you're signing any kind of business contract, or you're going into any kind of collaboration with someone, make sure to read the contract very well, or to have very strong, good agreements, because Pluto there could bring in a bit of manipulation or a bit of a shadow side. So let someone double check and make very clear agreements, record everything and put everything on paper. Get someone to check your stuff, because that's important around this time. So yeah, rest, take it slow, give yourself some breathing space, do your meditation, write down your feelings. there is a change coming up for you, okay? So for some of you, that's in the job. For some of you, that's a whole new beginning, right? You might be moving, or you could be like just making a huge shift. So this change can also be internal, right? Like some changes don't always have to be on the outside. Peace. Look at that. The change might as well just be peace. And Cancer is in the 12th house. It rules the 4th house. So maybe you're coming into peace with your family situation, with the things maybe you've missed when you were younger. You're coming into peace with that, okay? And that's going to be your ultimate healing. That, you know, your parents did the best they could, and you did the best you could. But you have to decide what it is that you need, Leo. What is important to you? You can't always help everyone and save everyone when it comes at the cost of your energies, okay? I know someone needs to hear that. Focus on your purpose. Focus on your inner strength. So heal and wash away these negative thoughts. Because sometimes when we keep going back to the same negative thoughts about our family members or about the people that are around us, that's going to just present the same thing. And I've had that as well with my family, that I stayed in a cycle where I was constantly focused on all the bad things that happen, right? And I had to decide, I had to make really hard decisions for myself. But that was really to bring myself the ultimate inner peace, okay? So the most peaceful solution is the best solution, I would say. And it's something that you don't need to sacrifice yourself to save other people. So I know that some of you need to hear that. Be honest with yourself. What subconscious patterns need to be broken in order for you to feel fully in peace with yourself, right? What is it that maybe you're avoiding a little bit to come to the ultimate truth, okay? We are trying to make everyone happy sometimes, but you also have to think about yourself. And it's not a selfish thing, right? It's not about, I'm only thinking about myself and not other people. But you have to first align with yourself, and then you can help other people. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult, right? So, yeah, that's my message for you, my amazing Leos. I'm wishing you all the best. Take some rest during this new moon. You so deserve it. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have Cancer in the 11th house. And this is in the house of friendships. And it could be that your family is like your friend, right? Especially Virgo rising. You want to spend time with your family. You're going to enjoy yourself a lot. This could also mean that you're going to do a night with your friends in your home, or that you want to be with your friend group that is almost like your family. And this is going to bring a lot of healing around this time. And it could be that maybe there is some healing taking place between your partner, your romantic partner, and your friends. That maybe there will be some healing there, or you need to talk with your friends about your relationship. Even though I always say be careful, because sometimes what you talk about, if it's too negative, you can't go back, right? Like sometimes you're upset and people stay in this negative feeling about your partner, which is just like a bad day for you, but it doesn't mean this person is all bad. But yes, with Saturn in the 7th house, relationships are a bit heavier for you, okay? Especially for Virgo rising, your relationships are going to feel a bit heavier, or you feel like, you know, I can never meet someone. You're really rethinking commitment, but also this is a time where you can fully heal your karmic patterns when it comes to relationships. So you are going to be ready for the right one. This is a beautiful time. You can talk with your family, you can talk with your friends. This is going to be very healing. At the same time, your career is skyrocketing, okay? This is time for your career, and it will be for the upcoming year at least. You're gonna shine, okay? I would say even the 11th house is gonna do great for your career, okay? Put some humor in the mix, have some fun, enjoy. So look for the people that feel like your family, that are your family. Spend some time with them. Okay, like sometimes you feel like a failure. I failed in my relationships, I failed my health, I failed my job. And you know, if we're gonna stay in this cycle of failure, not always everything is supposed to go well, because how do we learn if things all the time go well? Sometimes your dedication is tested. Like, what is it you truly want? And you're gonna have to listen to your intuition. And what better sign that can help you with your intuition than Cancer? It's a very intuitive sign. Look at that, discipline. So a bit of discipline is required, but you're gonna get some new ideas on how to break these cycles. Okay, there is some blame of others, blame of yourself. So as a few of you Virgos are a bit hard on yourself. Okay, like you're a bit hard on yourself, and I recognize it. I mean, I'm a Virgo sun. I can be very hard on myself, right? Like, I want to help everyone, I want to be there for everyone, and I want to make sure that, you know, and sometimes that results in me doing too much. And then I have this, you know, little bit of a breakdown, and I feel like, oh, I should do better, stuff like that. But yeah, we have to give ourselves the love that we need in order to look at situations in a different way. Is it a failure, or was that a lesson? And now you're going to do better. Now you're not going to let that happen again, right? Health, okay? Watch your health, because sometimes this disease or dis-ease in your body or this health problem is coming from blaming yourself, being hard on yourself. So maybe it's time to love yourself a bit more. There is no more beautiful time to do it than having Cancer, the water sign, washing away your problems, meditating with your friends, going to a meditation group, spending time with the people that make you feel so good. And you know that you deserve some fun, you deserve some time off, and you don't always have to work or be hard on yourself, because you are just beautiful. Okay, thank you so much for watching, for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much, Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. So Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, this new moon in Cancer will be in your 10th house. So this has to do with your career. You are going through this cycle, which you kind of been waiting for, right? You're traveling, there's freedom, there's just a lot of nice things happening. Some of you maybe get a job offer or a new opportunity. If you're writing a contract, just make sure that everything is in place, that you double check everything. Could also be that you are gonna have a deep conversation with one of your friends. Okay, it could be have to do about your kids or each other's kids. Make sure to stay calm, because Pluto is in the mix, and really talk things through so you can transform together and not put the blame on someone else or someone puts the blame on you, right? The key is here to find a balance and to talk things through. Okay, there will be a bit of restless energy. Okay, watch out right now, like in the car, watch out with, sudden things, like also with money, I would say, like, watch out with your money, who you give your money to. Like, you have to be in full agreement with all these things. But outside of that, traveling, career, things are kind of coming together. Like, even though relationships sometimes can be a bit painful, make sure to not give yourself away completely to please your partner if you're in a relationship, because with Chiron this could happen, right? That you're trying to heal your partner and you kind of forget about yourself. So make sure that you don't like disappear or like erase yourself to help your partner. Okay, also your health is very important. If something is off, go to the doctor. You could be having some migraines or headaches. Okay, patience. Some of you want things now. Let's do it now. I want it now. I want this thing now. Okay, but be patient, one step at a time. Okay, there's no rush. This is your time for happiness, okay? Jupiter in the 9th house can really help you find your happiness. And also for you, your job, especially Libra rising, your job is like your home, okay? Your job should feel like your home, or you could be literally working with homes, right? Decoration, real estate, these kind of things, or something related to being of service is very important to you, okay? I'm getting death. So there is some kind of huge transformation happening within you, or maybe unfortunately there is someone passing over to the other side. It could be quite sudden. Know that that means there's a new chapter for that person. And I know it's a difficult subject to talk about death. I don't like to talk about it in my videos, but you know, if that happens, bless that person and tell them, send them so much love, so they can move on to the other side and they can be in the light, okay? Humor, okay? It's time, and I feel that it's kind of uncomfortable after the last card, but also sometimes an ending doesn't have to be death, but an ending of something is also necessary so you can enjoy life again, right? So you see, like, whoa, life does have beautiful things to offer. Life does have a beautiful side. So even though my job ended, my relationship ended, or something ends, it means there's time for a new beginning and a new start. So that's my message for you, my lovely, lovely Libras. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope I speak to you next time. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have this fellow water sign of Cancer, this new moon in your 9th house. So some of you Scorpios are gonna go on a trip. You're gonna travel. And some of you even could be moving, okay? Moving abroad, because especially if you're Cancer, your cusp is in the 9th house. A lot of Scorpio rising would have the Cancer cusp on the 9th house. They could be living abroad, okay? There could be some luck here with money. So people who want to support you, people who want to help you. There might be some money from the government coming in. So you're going to find really good ways to work with other people. Okay, it's other people's money, it's the government. You're gonna have some lucky breaks there. Be patient in your relationships. You might be more impatient than usual, a little bit more triggered. This could be because you're going on a holiday together and, you know, maybe you want different things. You just want to rest, like you want to relax. You want to be by the sea, maybe by water. That's a very good time to do that, okay? To really cleanse yourself. For some of you, Pluto is on the cusp of the 4th house. This means that you're going through this massive internal change. You're healing your ancestral lines, your ancestral patterns of the family. And with this new moon, you can make a huge healing because Cancer is ruling the 4th house of family, okay? If you are signing a contract for a house, for a business, for a new job, okay? Make sure to double check it and let someone check your contract, because we have Mercury in an opposition with Pluto, okay? There is denial, okay? Maybe you are afraid to look at something. This could be a family thing. This could be something related to the workplace. Yeah, because you're feeling maybe, oof, you know, did I handle it the right way, okay? There's maybe something you're feeling guilty about, and you're trying to avoid that feeling of guilt, but it's gonna be freedom. Sometimes you're gonna have to go through these uncomfortable emotions to really let yourself be free, because new moon in 9th house is freedom, okay? So you're gonna have to feel at home within your own body, no matter where you are, no matter where you work. It's important that you're happy with yourself. right? And this is where envy comes from, right? This could be people envying you for your new cycles and your new beginnings, or you feel a bit of envy for other people. And you know, don't judge yourself for that. Don't have this guilt for that, okay? Sometimes people carry something that you would like to have. Instead of focusing on them, think how you could yourself fill up this gap so you can have the same, okay? Because you can have what you want. Give it time. It doesn't have to be right away. Humor and judgment, right? So it's like maybe you were judging yourself too hard. Why is it not happening for me now? Why isn't it not moving for me? Okay, maybe you want to have children and it didn't happen yet, or you want to, I don't know, you want to have a certain house or a certain relationship, and you're just a bit too harsh on yourself, okay? Forgive yourself for that. Right? You're not perfect. All aren't perfect, right? We are perfect in the eyes of God, in the eyes of the universe, but we are here to learn, and one step at a time, and get into those feelings of guilt and feel where they come from so you can heal them. Sometimes going into your uncomfortable feelings is healing, right? So you can have peace. So you can have all the peace you need. Like maybe some of you are going through like a meditation retreat or something like this to really align yourself again, okay? But yeah, you are in a healing month this month. So give it all the opportunities to recollect and to really dive into the unknown so you can heal your blocks. I know you can do it, Scorpio, because you're the sign that is not afraid of transformation. That's why I know I can tell you these things, because going into the uncomfortable, you rock at this. You're the only sign with 3 layers, okay? You are here to transform, and the more you are able to look into your own shadow aspects, the more you heal, the more you grow. And that's what you so deserve, okay? So that's my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you. And I hope to see you next time. So let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have this new moon in Cancer in the 8th house. So you're definitely right now able to break patterns when it comes to your family line, okay? These are the cycles that keep happening over and over again. Most likely have to do with the female line, the female side of your family. You can heal a lot of that. You also have Saturn in the 4th house. So you are healing massively when it comes to your family. You can break down massive patterns, okay? The more you can face them, the more you can heal them at this time, okay? You're gonna get help. You're gonna get the intuition, the ideas, and all the tools right now to do that. Also, with your housing situation, maybe there is a difficult housing situation going on. You're gonna get some help when it comes to finances, when it comes to the contract, but you're gonna have to double check everything, okay? You're gonna have to double check everything you're doing, and you're gonna need a lot of patience, because Saturn is patience. It's not gonna go fast. It's about one step at a time, and you're gonna be committed, okay? It's not the easiest time to move. It's not the easiest time to fix the house or to redecorate the house. But if you do it, stay committed, okay? Finish it till the end. And right now you're gonna get some help, maybe some second opinion, maybe someone's gonna help you, and that's gonna take things to the next level. You're also in a love cycle. Jupiter's in the 7th house, so you can have romance, you can meet the love of your life this year. Make sure your alignment is fully there. Go and heal and all these things if you're single, because this could be your year, okay? But like I said, you attract where you're at, okay? So if you want to attract a healthy relationship, it requires this inner work, this inner balance, right? And also we have friendships. So with the South Node in the 11th house, could be that some of the friendships are coming back. So a friendship could be coming back into your life. It could be that a friendship is turning out into something more, okay? Or some of you have even decisions to make. You could be attracting more than one person, because you do have Gemini in the 7th house, which could also indicate 2 people, okay? So as long as people don't get hurt in the process, Sag. Blame. So maybe you are blaming yourself for not being able to make decisions yet, okay? Gratitude, okay? When you feel grateful for the opportunities in relationships, in a housing situation, in a job situation, then you can decide. The decision is gonna come, okay? Whatever it is that you resonate with. I know some of you are in a decision, and you feel like if you make this certain decision, there could be a lot of envy coming at you, or people are not gonna like it, but you're gonna have to stand up for yourself, okay? If you're traveling, you're gonna have to look at all the information and details very carefully, because we do have Mercury in the 9th house in opposition with the 3rd house. So if there's changes with the flight schedules or stuff like that, just make sure that you look at that. Any doubts, wash them away. Cancer is a cleansing sign. You can wash away a lot of doubts that you have, and you can heal them. And also, yeah, like I said, you can heal your home situation, your roots, where you're from. If you're adopted, or you know, your childhood was a bit unclear, then now you can find more peace into accepting things the way they are, okay? So that's my message for you, my lovely Sag. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Let's move on to Capricorn. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have this new moon in Cancer in the 7th house together with Venus. So Capricorn, this could be a beautiful love story, okay? Some of you might get married. You do have to communicate very well, because we have this new moon in a trine with Saturn, which is fine. This is about commitment, but Saturn is in the 3rd house. So make sure you communicate very, very well with each other. And are you on the same vibration? Are you on the same line with what kind of commitment you want? So if you were together, you were dating, like for some of you, and you want to go to the next level, like, are you on the same page? Like maybe someone wants to move in together, the other one doesn't. And also with marriage, like how do you see that? How do you see commitment? Do you even want to be committed? Do you want to be committed, Capricorn? So you're gonna answer some of these questions. Also, contracts, okay? Be very, very careful with contracts. You have Mercury in the 8th house in opposition with Pluto. So double check all contracts, double check your taxes, your insurance, your papers, okay? Make sure to get all of these things in order. Pluto can get out all the dirt, so if something is not correct, just double check it and say like, hey, this is not done well, this could be done better, blah, blah, blah. And you can fix it, okay? I'm getting guilt and loneliness. Like some of you are feeling guilty that even maybe you have a relationship, you sometimes feel a bit lonely, or you're feeling a bit uncomfortable. You have Chiron in the 4th house. So sometimes, yeah, you're feeling a bit, maybe you're feeling this loneliness, or your partner is away and you're like, oh my God, I don't feel good when my partner is away. Okay? There is an ending happening. This could be a relationship. This could be an ending of lonely times, feeling guilty. Okay? This ending could happen. Like, no more am I gonna feel guilty for this, that, and that. So you're gonna focus on everything internally. You're gonna focus on healing yourself regarding relationships, washing away the guilt, because if someone walked away and you know, it wasn't meant to be, and you can not feel guilty about it all the time. Like, what did I do wrong? Doubts. Should I have done something better? Okay? Maybe you could, but then you try again and you do better next time, okay? You first have to change internally so you can have what you want on the outside. So be patient with yourself, Capricorn. Be patient. Because abundance is going to come your way very, very soon, okay? Especially when it comes to clients and work. So don't be so hard on yourself right now, okay? You can have love, and if it isn't there yet, then keep living your best life, okay? Relationships, there we go. There's a huge emphasis on relationships. Healing the part of relationship with your family is gonna help you attract the partner that you would like, okay? And the more you heal that situation, the lesser you attract someone that is similar to your own family, okay? That's my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much, my lovely Capricorns. Let's move on to Aquarius. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have Cancer in the 6th house. It's time for you to work with your health, treat yourself well, go to the gym, do some swimming, take care of your body, okay? Go for a nice dinner. Be of service to yourself right now. Spend time maybe with your family. Maybe you're going on a nice dinner together. And that's really gonna help you heal massive things. Also, maybe you are figuring out new ways on how to make more money, because this new moon is in a trine with Saturn. Saturn is about commitment and hard work, but also can restrict your money, right? Because it's in the 2nd house of money. You might feel a bit impatient, like, you know, you're feeling a bit restless at home maybe. You're feeling a bit restless with your family, like I want to be with them, but it's just an uncomfortable feeling. Like, what is my home? What is my family? What do I want? You are in this transformation of looking at life in different ways. However, Aquarius, you are in a romantic cycle, okay? You are in a cycle where you can attract romance. Jupiter is in the 5th house. This is not necessarily a long-term commitment yet. This could become that when Jupiter is going into Leo. But for now, this is about dating. This is about enjoying yourself. Some of you are getting pregnant. If you don't want that, be careful because it could be suddenly there. Also, if you're getting married, make sure to get really, really good agreements with each other, because Pluto is in on the ascendant, especially early degree Aquarius, and Mercury's in the 7th house. So really make good agreements with each other, okay? We have forgiveness and judgment. So it could have to do with someone making a promise that maybe didn't happen. Someone promised you things and you realize, okay, this was not what we talk about, okay? But it's growth. Like, it's growth that not everyone is always going to support you, and that's okay. But there are also people who are going to be there for you, who are going to help you. And first, you're going to need to help yourself, and the people who want to be there for you, who want to help you, allow them in, okay? Because I know with Pluto, the excitement of having someone that's very outgoing, high status and power, these tests are coming in, okay? These are going to test you. Do you want someone very powerful that's going to treat you badly? Or do you want someone that maybe, you know, is strong in different ways? What is strength, right? Strength of character. That's also very important. So you're going to be a little bit triggered with these kind of situations. And you're going to have to surrender to fully listen to your intuition. Because Cancer is a very intuitive sign, right? So around this new moon, listen to your intuition. Listen to what people are offering you. Is that something you feel good about? Is that something you feel uncomfortable about? That's saying a lot about the situation. So listen to this gut feeling, okay? And dare to speak up if you have to, yeah? So that's my message for you, my lovely Aquarius. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you. And I hope to speak and see you next time. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Pisces. So for you, we have this new moon in your fellow water sign of Cancer in the 5th house. And this is about romance, right? Could be that you're meeting someone new. And this is also your process of maturity, right? Saturn has been testing you, right? It's been on your sun, moon, or rising. And it's really testing you. Where are you in life? What are your maturity levels? And this maturity might as well attract someone new that is like blown away by the way you carry yourself, Pisces, the way you're handling things, okay? And also, money is a bit tight at this point, so make sure to have a good money management. It doesn't have to be necessarily even tight. It just is a little bit uncomfortable dealing with your money. You prefer to not deal with it at all. But right now it's important to deal with it. And some of you have to look at their money because of a child. Maybe a child is coming into this world with Cancer in the 5th house, okay? So for you, it's very important that you attract a partner that feels like home. You need to have someone that feels like home. Also, having hobbies for you is very important. So if you're at home and you're in your home environment, you want to feel and be creative. This is very, very important for you, Pisces. Okay? You have Jupiter in the 4th house, which is also right. Is ruled by Cancer. So connecting with your family, being with your family, with the kids in the family, it's just a wonderful time. Or even create something with your family, okay? Selling a house, buying a house, this is all on the cards right now. Just make sure to double check everything. We do have Mercury opposition of Pluto, and doesn't have to be anything bad. Just make sure that you double check everything. For you, especially also regarding a working contract, okay? If you're assigning clients or it's more necessarily have to do, I would say, with your job than with the housing situation, because your luck is really on that side. So yeah, that's my message for you, my lovely Pisces. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all of you, and until next time.